Welcome back. You're watching Newsday, and joining us now is Shaitan Azzarree, who is in the studio with us.
Yeah. This is different, though. We're not doing entertainment news today. Well, let's kick it off. Books for Africa, a seasoned American donor agency that ships books to Africa, has partnered up with the Give Back Group and Child to Child Foundation to distribute books to underserved sections of the society. The book distribution drive, which kicked off in Makoko, an informal settlement across the Third Mainland Bridge, located on the coast of mainland Lagos. I was there, and here are the details. Of the 21 million people living in Lagos, Africa's most populous city, there are over 100,000 people who are completely adapted to an unconventional life on the water. Makoko, a slum built on the lagoon, made of houses on stilts, is often marginalized, affecting the children in the community from getting basic education. As co-founder of the Child to Child Foundation, Azzarree Uwhubetine is reading and donating books to underserved communities such as Makoko in Lagos.
We decided that we needed to raise the money to buy a shipment of books to send to Nigeria, which is the country that we chose. As a kid, I always loved to read, like my sister and I. And we found it really hard to find books in Nigeria because this is where we grew up. And we thought about it, and we were like, if it was hard for us to find these books, then it must be so much harder for underprivileged children in different communities to do it. And so we wanted to make it easier to give them access to these books. And so that's what really inspired us.
This ambitious 14-year-old is one of 4 teenage girls partnering with the Give Back Group as powered by Books for Africa, starting at the Diaspora Bilingual School and the Wania Foundation Floating School in the area.
People who are here are passionate about what we're doing. There's the passion is the drive. The kids who are reading are here to share their own joy of reading with the kids here who are disadvantaged, and you can see the connection. It's seamless, and we feel that if we carry on with this, we keep this up, I feel that we would actually make a dent in the bad literacy standards in Nigeria and actually foster an active reading culture, and that's what we're trying to do.
And that's a good thing, and we all appreciate it. And that makes us, it will in turn boost our reading confidence. And as you can see, the children are willing and ready to read books. So you can bring books in thousands or read everything. It's actually time for library from their times, the school timetable. So that we can inculcate into the system, so the children will be able to read the books.
When you give us all these books, I feel very happy, and I and my classmates, we are going to read so many books.
As this book distribution drive presses on with the Literacy Expansion Initiative, its strategy of targeting low-income and densely populated communities with the hope of reversing the deplorable literacy standards and inadequate access to books in the country. Shaitan Azzarree, Arise News, Lagos. Well, joining us now are the co-founders of the Child to Child Foundation, Azzarree Uwhubetine and Azzarree Uwhubetine. Now, let's just go straight into it. It's good to see the two of you. First off, I know I spoke to Azzarree and I commented about how young both of you were to, be running such a foundation, already making such a positive impact. Can you just take me through, your experience, how different it was, and what you've been able to take away from this?
Okay, so first off, right, when you think about any nonprofit, you think, oh, they're just like raising money and they're gonna like donate these books. But I feel like it's really like undermined how hard it is to raise all this money, because it is $20,000. And a lot of people think, oh, they're probably just going to scam us out of our money and we don't want to donate. And so it took a lot of work for us, prove that we were real
an actual
people.
Foundation.
Yeah, an actual foundation who are actually going to help people. And, since we're so young, it even took even more for us to prove our credibility. And so that was one of the hardest parts. And after that, I think, just the amount of work that we had to put into it, because it's a lot of work. We had to call so many people, pitch our idea to so many people, and then, go around the workings of, getting these books from America to Nigeria. And so all of that in general is just a lot of work.
I can imagine. Great kudos to you guys for doing this. I really commend you. But can you tell me why you chose Makoko?
Makoko was just many of the different schools that we were planning on visiting and reading to the kids. And so it was just a matter of which schools had the space to take all the books and which one needed them the most. We wanted to focus on government schools and public schools instead of private schools so that the ones who really need that help could get it and give the children there a better education. And we know that Makoko is one of the communities in Lagos that's really struggling. And so we just wanted to help out.
Okay, let's talk a bit more about books and why you focused on books. I think I know where you might go with it, but I'm curious. And when I thought of what you were planning to do, I was thinking, how do you engage people who aren't literate? So help us understand how effective you felt this outreach was and whether you're planning others like it again.
Well,
I don't know who to ask. Amira, I don't know.
Yeah, it should probably be Amira, but I'm just going to talk a little bit about why we chose to do books. So the reason that we chose to, share the love of reading is that growing up, we always really liked reading. And I don't know about how you feel about reading, but I know that reading takes me to different places. When I'm reading a book, I get lost in a different world, and I enjoy it so much that I wanted to share that love of reading with other people. And as said before, when you interviewed my sister earlier on, it was so hard for us to find these books growing up. We had to get them from overseas, and then after that, we had to get them from overseas, and we couldn't really find these books in Nigeria because, every once in a while we'd find a little bookstore that we could go to, but they weren't prominent ones. And so that's why we decided to, share the door of reading, because, through reading, you can learn not only different things, but you can also broaden your imagination so that you can imagine yourself doing these different things. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. And we wanted to make sure that the kids learn how to broaden and grow their imagination, their creativity, and so that they know that there are different opportunities out there for them.
So we don't have too much before the show ends, but I just want to know what's next for the two of you. You've done this book distribution. I know there's going to be more going forward, but for the Child to Child Foundation, what's next?
We want to try and also give books to schools in Ghana as well, because the rest of our founders, LNA and Seti Asase, they are from Ghana, and they have schools that they believe that also need this help. And so next for Child to Child Book Foundation, we want to see if next year we can raise the money all over again and send a shipment to Ghana as well. And
very quickly, how can we be part of this? When I say we, I mean the general public. Anyone watching you, what are you trying to say to them? How can they be of help? Very quickly.
I think the biggest way that you can help is to donate to not only us, but foundations in general that will send books to kids. Because the most important thing is not about our foundation thriving, in my opinion. I think the most important thing is that these kids receive books. You know what I mean? And so you can visit our website for more information. It's www.childtochildbookfoundation.org. And donate to places. Help spread the joy of reading.
Absolutely.
Yeah, congratulations. It's been inspiring having both of you on Newsday.
Thank you, Shaita, for bringing that incredible story to us. And you being at Makoko, that's another experience we need to talk about.
We'll talk about that once Newsday is over.
Okay.